All new tonight, a Bulverde police officer is off the job after being arrested for prostitution. Eyewitness News reporter Vanessa Croix explains how he was caught.
The former Bulverde police sergeant was arrested on Monday for trying to solicit prostitution. According to the arrest warrant, Hugo Ramos was caught trying to pay an undercover SAPD officer $20 for sexual acts. The incident happened on February 21st at South Presa and Mebane. Officials said after Ramos agreed to pay the undercover officer, police tried to stop Ramos, but he drove off at a high rate of speed, and then that's when they decided not to chase him. Police said they got Ramos's license plate from surveillance video and arrested him on Monday. The arrest was part of an SAPD sting operation to shut down prostitution in the South Side neighborhood.
The Bulverde city manager said that Ramos resigned the day after he was arrested, and since he's no longer an employee with the city, they can't make any further comments on the case. Deb?